Welcome back to another video, and what we're going to do is just take a look at this shape, the torus shape. So what we can see here is basically you can do a lot of things with the torus. The first thing that I did here actually, which was interesting, is this button slice is basically means how much of the torus do you want. So you can go basically from the angle when it's 0, it's going to be the whole lot, and then when it's 360, it's nothing. So obviously you do 180, you get half. And I'll show in a moment. I'm going to try to do like handles for a bag. So we'll see how that works out. But anyway, the point is, if you actually just put a full one, you may be wondering why it's a hexagon as well. And that's because basically the ring sides, the torus can basically go from a triangle through a square to a pentagon, all the different shapes. And then obviously once you get higher values, it looks more like what you expect from a torus. There's the size of it, and you can also obviously make it a like, I guess like a like a all-terrain wheel or something, right? There you go, nice wheel. Okay, so that could be various different things that you might want to do there. That would not be metallic though, would it? Anyway, the point is there's various things that we could potentially do with that. All right, so we select our cube, and then we're dealing with torus 2 and 3. This button then changes. If you look in the actions panel just a few seconds ago, you would have seen that change. And this basically, align center X is basically, because of my camera viewing port, so just to explain this, if we look up here, right, and then we go back into the, it looks better, right? You can actually do it when you're in the thing. So to get it really perfect, you would need basically a front-on view. But this would show you like how you want to align them more. I think if I actually had this selected as well, purely based on the fact that the cube was the primary one selected, let's see if that would actually work correctly. Yeah, that would actually be not bad. Obviously, we can't deal with Y because that would lift it off the top of the box or whatever it is. So that might be one way that we organise that, right? And that is perfectly on top of that shape. Yeah, so again, if we want to put this to the surface, you see, we'd actually have to be at a really kind of awkward location, like here, just to get it. You know, I could do that. Yeah, you know what you could do, for instance, I could put it there. I think the feeling is, as long as like, can we not shift it to that? Yeah, shift doesn't really do much. Let's just do that. And then that. I feel as long as you have something like, I think it's almost like rotate it with your cursor first. And then at the end, you can basically just set these to multiples of 90. It's probably my best bet on that. Right. And then if we go back to this. Now the thing about this is that technically it probably would make sense for it to actually intersect. Right. What we also need to do is we need to actually position it in such a way. So this is torus, and then this guy is cube 1, right? All right, so we'll select our torus, shift with the cube, and then we'll do an alignment here. So that should be right, yeah, right? Yeah, so that would be there. That would be in the middle. So it is basically what we want. I think that is basically the perfect position, right? Yeah. The only other option that we would want to do is if I moved it, you see if I moved it here, it wouldn't work. That's why that you only ever do 2 axes. It looks like really. The third one seems to always just mess it up. And then we'll just move it. And then what I'll do, I'll just select this torus, and then just move it ever so slightly into the. Just so there's a bit of a connection there. And the other thing I wanted to do is actually move both the whole lot up, right? The torus with the cube. I'm going to move that a little bit up. So the torus, the cube. So the other thing I wanted to do is move. So this is all basically done, right? All right. So that is torus. We have torus 2, torus 3, and then this, and then the actual whole face is actually just cube 1 here. So what are our options with this? Group. Okay, so that actually made things a little bit. So if I just do a group here, I can start just moving this whole thing around. And now if we just pretend that this other cube, what we could do here is take the sampler, put this directly on top of the cube, right? So we basically, what is this one called? So this is called cube 2. All right, so we select our group, I hold down shift, and we've got cube 2. That will open up the alignment tools. And we just have the group selected. Yeah. So yeah, so that's one way that we could do some things with that. So thanks for watching.